Hey, what's up, guys? It's Joe from whatsyourexcuse.com. Just giving you a brief introduction to the website. This is the first video, so bear with me. Uh, the reason why I chose whatsyourexcuse.com is because, believe it or not, a lot of people make excuses for their daily problems, for their life problems, basically. And the fact is that, if you're going to make an excuse for everything you do, you're not going to get anywhere. And, if something's out there right now, someone's done that, so can you. And that's the way I live by. And, but other people would rather make an excuse instead of actually, committing to something and actually trying to do something. They rather say, I can't instead of, I can, things like that. So the purpose of this website is pretty much to share your mistakes, your excuses, and your life experiences so that it can help the new generation that's coming up not not make the same mistakes that we've made over this past decade and over several decades. What I mean by that is that, what you'll do, for example, is as a child, I always wanted to be a professional athlete, football or baseball, sometimes even basketball I wanted to play, and I got that from watching TV. What I didn't know was that how hard it took to get there. And as I got older and into high school, when I realized it was time for me to work hard and do things like that to get there, I didn't want to do it. So I made every mistake, every excuse possible to keep from working hard to get to that next level. And looking back on that now, it was a big mistake because when I look at TV for like football, for example, I know that I'm faster than some of these guys. I know that I'm probably better than some of these guys. But the sad truth is that I'm not on TV. I'm not an athlete. I'm not a professional athlete, at least. And I'm here pretty much like a lot of people saying, hey, I should have been doing this. I could have been doing this, but I'm not doing it. And that's what encouraged me to actually get a website and get something going so I could talk about it and have other people talk about their mistakes and their excuses to what led them to what career they're doing now, what career choices they want, as a youth, and why they didn't pursue that career path. And I start by sharing my life experience as a whole. I talk about my career paths I chose, why I chose them. Once I got to those career paths, when I didn't want to do it, and where am I actually going now, and all kind of things like that. But the main purpose is to have the youth, the new generation, continue to pursue their childhood dreams. And I strongly believe if you'll be a whole lot happier if you said you want to do something at a young age, and once you got into your 20s or 30s and you're actually doing it, I think your life would be a lot happier, basically, by achieving that overall goal. And I'm 29 years old right now, and I'm in the process of living out my childhood dreams. But I had to go through a bunch of changes, which is a good thing. A lot of people don't like changes, but changes is a good thing. Um, I had to go through a lot of changes just to realize what exactly I wanted to do, because in the beginning I wanted to play sports, and that didn't happen. So I was kind of lost, throughout college and stuff like that, just picking up whatever major and minor that I could pick up. And after I got out of college in 2006, you're pretty much in the real world right now, and this is what this site is all about. This is real world education that most people don't get. And by getting this, I want other people to come onto the site and share their information. And by that, I would want a young teenager, for example, a junior high student or a high school student, to come onto the site and they can read articles or short comments who, from people who actually share their information there. And by that, they'll be getting this life experience from this. Hey, this guy went down this path. It took a left turn. He did this. It took a right turn. Now he's doing good. Or, hey, this guy was doing good. He took a left turn and he continued left. And he never went right again. Things like that basically are some of the things that I'm looking for. I start off by just pretty much sharing the majority of my entire life and how I made nothing but excuses and didn't realize that I was doing that until I pretty much was till now, really, till about 6 months to a year ago. And if you can't figure that out at an earlier age, which 29 years old, to realize that hey, your life has been nothing but mostly excuses. It's not really a bad age, but you can kind of figure that out a lot earlier than what I did. So to keep this brief, we're to keep it brief, and this is just pretty much to let you guys know what the site is about. This is my first video. Probably be giving out another video once a week, probably even twice a week. But this is just to give you a short introduction to the website. Whatsyourexcuse.com, www.whatsyoexcuse.com. Stay tuned. Have a good day.